This is my entire CD collection. I've never really recorded any videos with my voice before. This is the Real Slim Shady CD single. BB King 100 Greats. I think there's like 4 discs, so. Stereophonics, Scream Above the Sounds. This is the Dogfather, Snoop Dogg. Yep. Marcus Collins' debut album. It's some rock compilation album. Buddy Holly. A lot of great rock stuff on that. Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem. This is actually my favorite album ever. It's just a really good album. Just every song, I think. Maybe not under the influence, maybe a bit too much, maybe, but I think it's just pretty much, apart from that, every song is just amazing. I think it's just Eminem's best work lyrically. Yeah. Notorious B.I.G. Hold on one second. Notorious B.I.G. This is Ready to Die. It's the remastered version, obviously. I might get the original version of it, like that's not remastered. Like with the original track listing, Suicidal Thoughts is the last track, but on the remastered version, there's 2 bonus tracks. There's Who Shot Ya and Just Playing, and there's also a bonus DVD. I haven't seen it, but yeah, I think there's some music videos. These aren't jewel cases. Master of Puppets, Metallica. It's a great album. Probably, I think Metallica's best album, I would say. And then there's Ride the Lightning as well. It's not a jewel case, but yeah. I would prefer having it in a jewel case, but I just got this in the store, and it doesn't matter. Okay. Tattoo, I think, isn't it? I've only listened to this like once. What's his name? Rory Gallagher. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I have heard it. I've heard it like once or twice. It's probably not one of the CDs I've actually listened to as much, but Run DMC, Greatest Hits. It's a pretty good track list on this. It's very good. There's a lot of great songs on that. Yay by Kanye West. I think it's a pretty underappreciated album. I think it actually might be one of Kanye's best albums, even though it is very short. I do kind of wish it was longer. It's only 20 minutes or 23 minutes, but I think it is just really good. It might be like top 3, top 4 Kanye albums for me. I mean, I'm just a big fan of it. Devil's Night by D12. It's kind of got some ups and downs on it. There's some really great beats on it. There's maybe some of the lyrics might be a bit over the top. I think it's got kind of that Marshall Mathers LP energy to it. I think some of Bizarre's lyrics just are a little bit kind of going over the top at the kind of shock value. And there's some really great tunes on it though, like Purple Pills and Fight Music. I like That's How People. I think it's kind of an underrated tune. Dr. Dre 2001. It's a very good album. Some great beats on it. My favorite ones probably have to be Still Dre, Bang Bang, what's it called? Murder Inc. And yes, just The Watcher probably. I'm sorry, I sound really awkward right now because I'm probably not talking the way I'd usually talk when I'm talking. I've never done a video of me talking before, so it's kind of weird. But the Ice Cube, Death Certificate. I think it's Ice Cube's best. Obviously, there's No Vaseline on it, which is like probably one of the best diss tracks of all time. Pretty good album. Bob Marley and the Wailers. It's their Legend. It's a pretty good CD. Very good tracks. Nothing Was the Same by Drake. It's probably Drake's best album, in my opinion. Anyways. Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly. Yep. Gorillaz self-titled album. A CD version of Revolver by the Beatles. I'm a big Beatles fan, so I probably might get this on vinyl as well. That might feel a bit more authentic, but I do like having, if there's an album I like getting it just in a format, just to kind of feel like I actually own it, you know. It's a very good album. Amy Winehouse, Back to Black. It's a very good. America's Most Wanted, Ice Cube. I think this is like a 2003 re-release. Yeah, it's a very good album. Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. It's very good. I'd say best tracks on it probably have to be G's for me. G's and Hustlers, Murder Was the Case, Serial Killer, and The Shiznit, I would say. Yeah, very good album. The Chronic, this is the remastered version of the album. Yeah, it's a great album. It's one of the best albums of all time. Anyways, 1 second. Korn, Follow the Leader. Yep. Slipknot's self-titled album. Graduation. This is the jewel case version. I am planning on getting the Japanese release of it with the bittersweet poetry and the booklet cover sort of thing. But this is nice as well, though. I don't know why they decided to make the back cover on the front of it like they didn't have the. I don't know why they decided to have this be in the inside of it and not just release it with this being on the front. But I don't know. It's kind of weird that they did that. But Late Registration, Kanye West. It's a great album. I would. I like pretty much every song apart from maybe Crack Music. I think that one kind of goes on a little bit long, but other than that, yeah, it's amazing. The College Dropout, Kanye West. Favorite tracks for me probably have to be Spaceship. What's it called? Family Business. I like Last Call. Obviously Through the Wire. Yeah. MF Doom, Mad Villainy. Relapse by Eminem. This is probably a pretty controversial pick, but I think this is one of Eminem's best albums, really. I think that Eminem actually expressed that he didn't like this album, but I think that might be obviously on a musical level, obviously a lot of people are understandably not going to like this album because it's just not for everyone. Also Eminem fans as well, are not going to, it's big. There's obviously gay lyrics and all that stuff, but I think on a personal level, Eminem would probably really hate this album because if he's a recovering addict of drugs, going back and maybe he was making this album Relapse as a weird way of coping with addiction and when he was in that dark place, but he probably looks back not too fondly on it because if he's recovering and he's sober for years, 20 years or whatever, how long, he's not gonna want to go back and listen to some record about relapsing and killing people and all that stuff. So understandable he doesn't like this album, but I do think on a technical level it's really good. The rhyme schemes on this are crazy. I think Underground, Medicine Ball, Crack a Bottle, and Bagpipes from Baghdad, I love that one. We Made You, My Mom, probably my favorite tracks on it. Yeah. The Eminem Show. It's Marshall Mathers LP. This is the UK release with The Kids bonus track. Slim Shady LP by Eminem. Yeah, great album. Jizza, Liquid Swords. It's kind of an underappreciated album, but I think it's been getting more I think a lot of people respect it though. It might be a bit comparable to 36 Chambers. I think it's a really good album. The production is insane on this. Greatest Hits by Biggie. Gorillaz, Demon Days. It's another 10 out of 10 album, probably, in my opinion. Nas, Illmatic. Mr. Bungle. A lot of people probably have not. This is like a weird, like a very weird band. You know, it's kind of a cult sort of following to it. I just think a lot of people don't realize how influential this album was. Like, this album influenced so many artists to just experiment and with alternative music, like Korn, Slipknot, so many new metal bands would have just gotten so much influence from this album. Like, this is a really important album, I think, in my opinion. It's one of the most groundbreaking albums of all time. Yeah. John Coltrane CD, Giant Steps. Pretty good jazz album. I mean, it's short. Most jazz albums are kind of fast, so it's very good. Korn, their self-titled album. One of my favorite albums, probably. But top 10, I would say. 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know why the track listing on this, I think on this CD, Protect Your Neck, is more near the start of the album on vinyl. I have the vinyl. The vinyl here, and it's in a different, the track listing, if you look, is a little bit different. See, Protect Your Neck is after Can It Be Also Simple, but on this, Protect Your Neck is right before Tears, which is weird. And kind of after Can It Be Also Simple, it just goes to intermission, skit, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I didn't know that for a while until I heard play the vinyl, but I was kind of curious why that is. But the best of NWA. Yep. Only built for Cuban Links. Raekwon, the chef. Slim Shady LP Expanded Edition. This has some bonus tracks. I mean, not bonus tracks, but there's 2 discs, and there's some acapellas and instrumentals on the second disc. I think there's like a freestyle as well. I'll have to be careful. NWA. I think it's 2002 re-release. I don't think Something to Dance To, and obviously there's bonus tracks as well, but I don't think Something to Dance To was originally on the album. Another NWA, this is also 2002 re-release. I might get the original versions of it, but yeah. Some classical music here. Yeah, Chopin, whatever. I like classical music, so. Fitzgerald compilation album. LL Cool J, Walk with the Panther. A lot of people hate on this album, but I think it's a really good album. People say it's kind of corny and a little bit full of itself. Maybe some of the kind of love ballad tracks, yeah, those are a little bit cringy, but I think there's a lot of, the punchlines and everything, and I just think it's a little bit overhated, I think. I like Def Jam on the Motherland. What's it called? Nitro, Jingling Baby, I think is what it's called. Jealous as well. I don't think it's a bad album. I think it's actually a pretty good album. A lot of people would disagree, but yeah. Marshall Mathers LP, this is the one with the second version of the cover with where he's sitting on his porch, which is the version they used for the vinyl. Because for whatever reason, because of censorship issues, they made this, because there was pills, they show pills on the floor on the original version of the cover, which was a reference to drug use. So for some reason at the time, they had to change it to this cover. But obviously that rule would have changed because literally, well, I can't find it now, but Relapse is, oh yeah, here. Relapse, there's literally pills everywhere on the album cover. So obviously that rule changed, but at the time, I guess it was different. So this is a jazz compilation album. It's pretty good tracks on that. Reflective, harmonica, whatever. Rock and roll compilation album here. Another jazz compilation album, Cajun dance music. A little bit weird that I have this, but sorry, I should have planned this better. But the Notorious B.I.G. Life After Death. Yeah, great album. And that's pretty much it. So yeah.